G'day everyone, welcome back to day 3 now of the current raid tournament that's ongoing in PuzzleCombat. Apologies, I did not get my day 2 hits recorded. I realised with about 10 minutes to go that I hadn't actually attacked, and so I basically quickly jumped on and smashed them out, and it was an alright outcome. Basically I got to the 4th one and the fight kind of stalled. It was like they were healing a lot, I was healing a lot, and I was like, I don't have time for this. So I ended up having to flee one of the attacks against this defense team. I just wasn't able to, I don't know, whatever reason, I was able to heal, but I couldn't deal enough damage to get past the armor generation, and yeah, it went around in circles a bunch, and I was there for like 4 minutes or 3 minutes or something, and then I'm like, nah, gotta tap out. So hence the loss there. Bit unfortunate, but I mean, end result was that I got a win on the 5th hit, and I didn't waste too much more time. I ended up finishing the last hit with about 40 seconds to go, so I think it was probably the right decision to flee it, rather than risk a loss and then not using my last flag. But anyway, so that's my day 2 hits shown there. So we got the win versus Cali, then a Korean player, I believe, or Japanese, then Cree.ho, the flee against Marcus, and then the win against Bursty68. So this is what the defense teams were, just because I can't really do much more than show you this. That was Marcus, as I said, the flee, Cree.ho, and then Bursty68 at the end there. So yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but anyway, in terms of my defense team, check out day 1 if you want the rationale for it, but we've done quite well on day 2. We got some number of wins, came in with A grade at the end of the day with 3 wins and 1 loss, taking me to a total of 4 and 2, or just inside the 60% needed. 66.6% is the win rate, so not too bad. As I said, we'll just have to keep an eye on it and see where it goes. But on to today's battles with enough waffle. So first up we've got Karuma. There's an old name. Yeah, look, there's not really too much point, I don't think, in me changing this team up too much. Actually, no, there is one change I do need to make, and I'm going to have to try to remember it for the next fight. I need to change the weapon that I've actually got equipped to both Nima and Dragon Fist, because the Ragnarok Vantage only gives +6. Sorry about that. And if you know much about the speed breaks in PuzzleCombat, they are pretty much all needing +7. And so it was a little bit of an oversight on my part that the +6 doesn't get there. It's also the same on one of these Vinayas where I've got, yeah, there, +6 equipped. I don't have the speed node on them because it's at 19. Mine are only at 15. So I'll have to make those adjustments. Try to remember to make those adjustments for the next fight. Because otherwise I'm just going to keep doing the same thing where I get into the fight and I'm like, ooh, need to change that, and then I don't, and then we do the fight and go, I needed to change that, and then we don't, and then we end up in this repeating situation where nobody's speed broken and I'm just wasting effects at that point. So we'll steal that counterattack buff and then pop some charge control out on the left side. This should get the kill on a Yumi. Revives pending, I suppose. And then let's drop off some mindless attack on everybody. Excellent. Mindless attacked everybody on the battlefield, so now we can just throw around tiles without too much bother. Let's go there, I suppose. Alright, see what happens, I guess. But it should be okay from here, I think. Yeah, there we go. Emma variant, or sorry, regular Emma can die from this, and this purple match 3 should kill off. Up this way, please. Oop, nope. This match 3 should kill Venus. No, it doesn't. Must have been close. No way of knowing, I suppose. Oh well. It's sort of just prolonging the inevitable at this stage. One Venus isn't going to beat my full team, no matter how much she might try. So we'll just finish her off. Death by 1,000 cuts, I suppose. Alright. Note to self. Change the speed weapons, because they don't do anything, Gov. Change them. Alright, change the speed weapons. Change the speed weapons. change the speed weapons. Alright, so let's ditch that one and we'll just put a second dodge gun out. And these two, I'm actually going to drop it down to the Tris Vector, which is a +4 weapon. Dragon Fist, did I give him? He does have the speed node. I'm fairly sure that that breaks him with the +6, so I might actually leave the Ragnarok Vantage there to keep the dodge going. Krampus got the B90 Explosion, which is +9, so it definitely breaks him. Alright, the Revenant with a Walker Defense Tank. Interesting choice. Not a great hero for my general perspective, but an interesting choice nonetheless. +7 is, 7 speed is what we need on the 2 Mare Vinayas. 8 tiles rather. So we've got that now. We were sitting on 7 just a moment ago, so that's 4 yellows. I'm just going to try to count the yellows to see if I did do Dragon Fist right or not. So we'll just reapply the thing. So this is 7. Yeah, okay, cool. So Dragon Fist does get broken by the +6 Ragnarok Vantage with the speed node, which is good to remember. I was pretty sure that the 2% was enough, but yeah, it's not always the case. But usually 2% is enough to break 1 off. So if you're 64 and the break is 65, the 2% is usually enough to get you over that last little point. Not always, but usually. Cool, all right. 2 down, 2 to go. Bit better when I've actually got the right speed breaks on heroes, rather than doing the wrong thing. So I think here I might actually switch out Krampus for Ramhorn. Now, you're probably going, that's a bit of a weird choice, and it probably is a bit, but the thought process is that Venus is kicking out some beefy minions, and beefy minions are always hard to destroy, so I figure if I put out Ramhorn, Ramhorn's got the opportunity to remove her minions. So you saw me wait a turn to allow Venus to fire her skill off, or 2 turns rather. So I'll clear off those minions now, and then I'll replenish Ramhorn again, and hopefully get some green tiles, because I would like my charge control active, if possible. Ooh, it's rather nasty. It's okay. Let's do this. This should get me the green I need. There we go. And Ramhorn's ready to go again, although completely not required at this point in time. So we'll just fire him as if he's a damage dealer, I suppose. A very minor damage dealer, but a damage dealer. He served his purpose, right? He got rid of the 1 set of Venus's minions that were there. Would have gotten a 2nd set as well, but for the fact that she didn't actually charge the 2nd time, or rather I think there was a spy talent that procced to knock her off charge on the second one. Wild Heist bonus is another actual benefit to having Ramhorn in this team, I suppose. Alright, this should be pretty well game over from here. I don't think there's too much that this single ghost can do against a full strength team. Not even just a full strength team, but an overhealed team. So we got pretty well full minions, and we've got a bunch of armor from Ramhorn there as well. So apologies for that one. That one went quite well, I think. Ayumi's back, so I guess we switch back over to Krampus, I suppose. It's rather annoying, that feature. I don't know if you guys you've probably come across it, but if you change out a hero, even if it's the same color, it resets the weapon that's attached to them. I find it extremely annoying because, like in this instance, all I did was I cycled between purple Ramhorn and purple Krampus, but instead of assigning the same weapon, I mean, it's the same colored hero, it reset it and applied basically the strongest quote-unquote weapon that I have in purple, which is the poisoned gun, which is a little annoying, but it's right. Shell Shock procced on their own team. This should clear Ayumi. Nope, didn't need to clear Ayumi's charge. Suppose we go Dragon Fist, and then we just replenish the mindless attack, I guess. I don't know if there's too much more to talk about on this one. Variant Kurgan killing himself. This should kill with the bonus damage against purple, and this should also kill with the strong tile damage. Cool. All right. Well, that one went rather to plan, I think. Final hit, Venus. All right. Well, I guess we modify this team and we put old Ramhorn back in, seeing as he worked quite well last time. Again, the Pulsar 1.0 is automatically assigned. Could be a little bit difficult just with the rest of this team, so we'll just might have to play a little bit carefully. So we'll take the yellow and blues, which is going to get me the green grenade in the next turn. So that's what I'm aiming for here. Popped the green grenade as well, which is less fortunate because we don't actually have Ramhorn ready to go. Oh, that's probably the worst possible outcome right there. So what you see is that Venus has applied a debuff shield to her team, which is problematic because I was about to pop out the mindless attack on everyone. So we did get rid of all the minions, which is something. Who is probably the least problematic to hit? What's it got left? 2 turns left. I suppose we just attack here. I don't mind if Hopper fires once. I should be able to, the minions should soak up all of that damage. So Ramhorn's minions that he makes are freaking chunky boys, like they're big chunky fellas. All right, let's do this first. I'm gonna let their mindless attacks play out before I fire off Dragon Fist. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 mindless attacks. And now we'll just drop this off like that. Cool. All right, this is a little bit more manageable. I was a bit worried there for a second when that debuff shield came out from the family bonus. So it's the second one there, debuff shield on the Mutant Goons family bonus. It's very powerful, very, very powerful. It's only a 1 in 3 chance on a 10% chance to occur, but when it does occur, it can really mess up your plans, as you saw it do there with me. But yeah, as I said, managed to fight our way through it. I was a bit selective with who I threw tiles at, so I intentionally threw them at Hopper, who, although he does hit reasonably hard, he's not the hero he once was in terms of his damage output. And I had some big chunky boy minions of like 385 health each minion, which is more than enough to soak up his damage. So, whew, careful planning, I guess, or a lucky break. But either way, we did get there with a 5th win of the day. So far we've undefeated, with the exception of the one flea, which does go down as a loss, and a bad loss, a 0-point loss. But you know, it's is what it is, I guess. I think I still stand by it. It was the right decision to make. As I said, I finished my last fight yesterday with only like 30 seconds left on the clock, so it was yeah, closely timed. So anyway, that's pretty much all I got for today, really. Top 1%, we're there at 11th, but we're not going to hold that. The one loss doesn't, like, I'm not going to finish top 10. I might finish top 100 if I keep an unbeaten streak in A grade, but we won't finish that high. It's just artificial because I've only, like, it's been 24 minutes in the day's attack, so yeah. Anyway, that's all I got. Good luck everyone with your own tournament hits and your war matchups as well. ESM's been matched with Zone 51, or the merger between them and No Pain No Gain, so NPZF51PG, I think is what their name is. But yeah, anyway, good luck. I'll catch you guys all in the next one. Till then, stay safe, good luck, and happy gaming. Cheers, bye.